What's up and welcome back to another video, guys. Today I'm going to be challenging myself to build a LEGO Star Wars clone base in just 24 hours. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, I've made a few clone bases in my time, and something that I always struggle with or always overlook is the interior of the clone base. So today I want to focus on the interior versus the exterior, because that's normally something I always do, is make a huge battle outside, and that's what I focus on. But the interior is always plain and boring, and I want to stop that, because to take my clone base building to the next level, I have to learn how to do interiors. So that's going to be the main focus of the MOC for this 24-hour challenge. I'm going to start on one gray base plate, but if I end up having more time, and it doesn't take as long as I think it's going to, I'll add in this other gray base plate as well. But without further ado, I'm just going to start building, so I'll get you with a time lapse of that. Okay, we are just about an hour in. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I have to go look through some of my parts that are in storage because I'm already out of bricks. So I don't know if I'll be able to get 2 stories of rooms and stuff, but I have 1 story kind of done. I just need to tile and add some more detailing. So I'll get to that in a little bit. But right here we have a little elevator. I tried to make a little arrow, but it looks more like a cross, but it also looks like an arrow, so it's good enough. So that's the elevator right there. So the clones can get from one floor to the other. Right here is going to be a little food area, a little bit of a mess hall, so we'll deck that out with some nice food for the clones. Back here, you can't really see it at this angle, but I got some beds in there. That's going to be a little infirmary. Here, let me pick you up real quick. You can see one right there. But yeah, right here, we've got that little infirmary. I'm going to add some cool stuff in there. I think I got a little back tank in there. Can't really see it. You'll see it on the full overview. I'm not going to spoil everything. And over here, I've got another room. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with it yet, because I know that I want what's it called? Like a war prep room, with an overview and a hollow table. But I think that's too small, and I think it would be smart to put it on the upper floor, so there's a nice vantage point to see what's going on outside. So we'll see. It's just I am running low on pieces already, so we'll see if I have enough for that. But I'm gonna go take a break and I'll come back. Maybe I'll do some tiling. I don't know if I'll hit you with a time lapse, because I don't think you want to see me place a ton of these little tiles right here, because that can get kind of boring. So we'll see what I end up doing, and I'll catch you guys when I get back. Okay, I have gotten the floor all tiled off, and it's looking good. I left a good amount of studs there as well, just so I can stage some nice figures and other things in there. And now, unfortunately, it's time for my least favorite part of MOC building the roof. It's just because I don't really have a lot of plates, so I'm always kind of scrounging for parts to get it put together. So we'll see what I can come up with. I tiled off these top areas so I can make the roof removable, so I can actually get back into the interior. That is a mistake that I've made in a lot of my previous MOCs, is not making the roof able to be taken off, so I can never get back inside of the MOC. So I'm going to try and do that. I'm not sure if there's enough support, but we'll see. Worst case scenario, I'll put another beam or something in the middle here, but we'll see. I've got to go look and gather up all of my plates and see what I can do for this roof. Okay, I got the base of the roof just done in plain old plates. I just had enough. This is what I have left for plates in that light gray color. So we barely scrapped by, but that's the base layer. I do need to tile it off, and then I can start building up. Unfortunately, I do not have enough bricks to make another full story or floor. But my plan is to do one spot up there and another spot here for the elevator, so it kind of goes from one floor to the other, so it doesn't just, an elevator for one floor of a clone base. So I'll see what I can do there, and I'll get you with a time lapse of me working on that. Okay, I've got the roof on and I have tiled it off, and I also built up this little front area, an area for the elevator. I put this weird slope piece here because I didn't have any 2x2s, and it kind of looks like a weird nose. It looks like Squidward's house, and I don't know how I feel about it, but I don't have parts to replace it with, so I think we're stuck with that. I don't hate it. It's just a little odd, and after I said that it looks like Squidward's nose, I can't unsee it when I look at it. But we'll make do with what we have. Also, we've made like really good progress. Like, I thought this clone base was going to take a lot more time compared to the other ones that I've built, but I mean, it's only been what, like 6 hours, I think, from the start. What time is it? Let me check my phone. It's 8 and I started at 2, like 1:40. So yeah, it's been about 6 hours. So I think I will be extending this another base plate and building a bit of a battle. But before I do that, I do want to finish off the clone base and get the interior going, just in case I do end up running out of time. I want to have the interior done because that was the main focus of this video. So I'm gonna go eat dinner and then I will come back and we can finish off the interior of this clone base. I am back and I am ready to get to work on the interior, and hopefully, if all went right, I built this in the correct way, which I thought, this roof should just pop off very easily and in one piece. There we go. Finally, I've figured out how to make roofs. It's only taken like 2 years of me building mocks. But now I can remove the roof and we can get a time lapse of me filling in the interior of this clone base. Okay, I've gotten a good amount of work done. I've finished the interior and I've started to work up here, but it's getting kind of late and I have a few things that I need to take care of before I go to sleep. So I think I'm gonna call it at this for today on the mock, and then tomorrow I'm gonna get up and see what else I can get done. I'm not sure if I'm going to add another base plate or not, but I guess we'll see tomorrow and how I feel after finishing up the mock and how much time we get. It really depends on what time I end up waking up tomorrow, so we'll see what we can get done in that time, but I'll catch you guys tomorrow when we can finish this mock up. I just woke up. I slept a lot longer than I was planning on. It is currently 12:20 and I have until I think it was 1:43 when I started the mock. I have to look back at my footage to get the exact time, but we don't have much time and I need to finish this mock up, so I'm just going to start a time lapse and get right to work. Okay, I got a bit carried away staging this little outdoor fight with General Grievous, so there is not enough time to add another base plate. There's only like 23 minutes left, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 23 minutes, and then I'd have to stop, and I don't want to add another base plate and have to stop mid and just have it, you know, not complete. So I'm happy to stop here. So I'll give you the rundown of this base. We'll start with the outside and then work our way to the interior. Right here, we've got General Grievous running headfirst into this base, taking out 4 clones simultaneously, stabbing them. I thought that was a pretty good setup. I really love those battle-scarred clones just to do stuff like this. They're a lot of fun. We got that guy that got slashed. That guy got a blaster bolt reflected into him, and then another one right over here who also got slashed, and a whole army of 501st running out of the door to come and battle and try and take down General Grievous before he can cause any more damage. Now, this little outside area right here was really kind of boring. I didn't have enough time to like do anything cool there, so I kind of just tiled it off and imagined that this was on some sort of platform or something, but I don't think it's bad. I think it's just a little bit plain and boring with this color scheme. Building this mock, I realized that I don't have like any of this like dark red maroon color for that is part of the Republic's color scheme, so I'm gonna place a Bricklink order so the next clone base mock that I do doesn't look look like a big gray box, because it gets a bit boring when you have to look at this big gray box for 24 hours. But we'll move up to the roof of this base. A pretty simple one, but I did throw this gunship up here. I do want to get another gunship. I want to do a recolor because I have the 2008 version, but it's huge. It's like would not fit on top of this. I tried. It's so big. It's a really cool build. It's just too big to incorporate in MOCs like this. So I want to buy another one of these and do a bit of a recolor, because it makes really no sense that there is a Coruscant Guard gunship bringing in the commandos, which is what I have this one doing. I also want to get some nice Phase 2 pilots so I can like put them on there. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it because custom figures are a bit expensive, and I think, you know what, maybe I'll make them. That'll be a fun video to work on at some point. But basically, this gunship has brought the commandos with urgent news that General Grievous has been spotted and they've been sent here to take him out, but it looks like they might have been a little bit too slow to get this message over. But over here we have Fives, Captain Rex, and Anakin Skywalker. I'll get you a better angle of that. Coming up here, who are walking into this little like overview to take a look at what's going on. You can't really see through those windows. I thought it would be cool if you could, but you couldn't. But that is why I made it. So this just pops right off pretty easily. And in here, we just have just one clone officer. There's not a lot of room here. This is a build, one of the rooms that I wasn't very happy with. I kind of did it quickly, but you know, it gets the job done. They're all coming in here to have a bit of a meeting. You'll have to imagine that it's a bit bigger than it is and has that hollow table in there. I built a hollow table, but it was way too big to fit in here. It's just, this building turned out to be very, very small compared to what I wanted it to be, but it still gets the job done. I do really like that overlooking window of the battlefield. I think it turned out pretty cool, and I really like the look of it, even though it has the little Squidward nose on the front. But, you know, I think it adds character. You know, it's not just a big, boring gray box. Now it's a gray box with a Squidward nose. But we'll come over here. I'm going to move the gunship off for now, just so I can take this roof off in a moment. Put it aside. Actually, we'll just put it right down here for now. And then this whole roof, well, I guess there's one other part on the roof. There's the top of the elevator, so whoever's coming in on ship can come in, dock on the top, and take this elevator down to the main base, and it connects to another elevator right below to kind of give that I just knocked someone over. An elevator shaft vibe, I guess. But we'll move into the interior now, and you can see there's that other part of the elevator, and we can actually just pop this entire roof off. Oops, I got stuff falling off all over my shelf, and this comes off really easily. This is something I've been trying to get down, because it's always a shame when you're building a clone base and you put on a roof that you can't take off, so you can't really do anything cool in the interior. But I tried to get it super lively in the interior, and I think it did a pretty good job. I guess we'll start where we left off on the elevator right here. It's just a very simple box. I built a little arrow right there, although it does kind of look like a cross. And out here we've got Midnight Squadron led by Commander Whiteout coming out of the elevator to help aid in this battle. If we go in on the interior, there's nothing really special going on in here, but you can see we just got some more members of Midnight Squadron in there. And now we can move over here. We've got the little bit of a mess hall, so where the clones can eat and relax. I've put a bunch of stuff in here. We've got some clones coming over. This guy's figuring out what he wants. I don't think the food would be this good on a clone base. You know, crab, fish, chicken, pies. I had a feeling it would be more of something like an MRE or something. But, you know, maybe this one's got some bougie food and some nice stuff going on. But you can see there's just a bunch of random food thrown in here, and the clones with their helmets off, chowing down, having some food. And as we move over here, another one of the rooms that I have is a bit of a med bay with this guy right here taking a little rest with his teddy bear. I don't know why it's not focusing. There we go. And we've got this little clone medic coming in here. I just gave him a red arm. I don't have any medics, and I don't think there are any official Lego ones. I'm actually pretty sure there isn't. But I might get a custom arm to throw on some of my clones, or a custom kicks I think would be cool. And over here I just have his helmets and a little back to tank. I'll flip this around in a moment and show you the rest. Sorry, you're on the tripod, but it's weird because I'm moving around. But right here we've just got some more clones, just got some little ARF trooper right there leading in this little squad to kind of get the laydown to go out and help. And we've got this guy manning the door right here, the ray shields on the door. It's a very important job, so I had to put someone on that little control panel. And these guys who just geared up in the armory, which we'll take a look at in just a second, who are going out to aid in battle. And as we look at the armory right here, we've got a crate full of thermal detonators and one of the clones' helmets. I'm actually going to flip this around so you can see the good side of these other two rooms. Not the good side, just the other side. If we can flip this around, hold on, it's really hard to do with one hand, but I think I've got it. But yes, as we move over here, we've got just some weapons on a rack, a clone helmet, and some boxes. This one's got some dynamite, and there's another one that's closed. I'll leave it up to your imagination for what's in there. And then if we move over here, you can get a better look at that little Bacta station for the clones to heal up, and one of the clones' helmets, the one who is in the infirmary. But that does do it for this mock. That's all that I was really able to put together in the 24 hours. That is going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. And there were 3 hidden Lego frogs in this clone base. The first one to comment where all 3 frogs are will get a shout out in the next video. But that does it for this clone base mock challenge. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and consider subscribing to see more content like it. And if you have any suggestions for future clone base mocks or any mocks in general, leave them down below in the comment section. Stay safe. Drew signing out.